Namaste. Let's have a conversation. It's a familiar one. Hi, how are you? Fine, thanks. How are you? And let's stop there. What do we mean by fine? Let's look inside and see where are our thoughts? Are we sharp? Are we focused? Are we spot on today? Or are we kind of scattered and distracted, maybe a little bored? What are we feeling? Where are our emotions at? Are we feeling secure? Are we feeling good about ourselves? Are we feeling happy? Or are we feeling sad, anxious, maybe a little tentative? What are our thoughts and feelings in this moment? When we ask ourselves these questions, we're beginning the process of practicing Svadhyaya, the second to last of the niyamas. Svadhyaya is self-study, it's introspection, it's asking ourselves questions about where we are at from our thoughts and our feelings and how we're engaging in the world and what path we're on. So I'm going to begin with some basic spinal stretches, just like we do at the beginning of class all the time. And I'm not going to cue them so much, just follow along, being mindful of your alignment and your breath. So sit tall, arms out and up, breathe in and exhale. Let's continue. So Iyengar writes, the person practicing Svadhyaya reads his own book of life. At the same time, he writes and revises it. So what does this mean? Side stretch. Extend out and up and over and long. So as we begin chapter 1, we can see that we're our own main character. We can see how our thoughts, our feelings, we can read about our life events and see how this has shaped us today. And then we can also determine, as we continue reading, that how we engaged with the world when we were a 5-year-old is vastly different than how it was when we were 15. And then again when we were 25, 35, 45, and so on. And that at each stage in life, we feel things differently, we think of things differently, and we engage with the world differently. So bringing us up to today, we can see that in the present moment, we are acting and interacting with the world not only based on how we were brought from the past to that, but we can actively engage in this process today. We can write our own story. And not only can we write our own story, we can revise it. We can decide, do we like where we're going? Do we feel like we're pulled in 1,000 different directions? We want to change things? Or are we happy and feeling like we're on a good path? So we can write our story, we can revise our story. And we fortunately have at our use the path of yoga to determine how we want to revise our story and write it as we go along. The yamas and the niyas all are great guides for this path. And of course, the asanas and the pranayamas, the 8 limbs of yoga, can help guide us along our path as we write our life story. So crucial to this process is introspection and self-study, the process of Svadhyaya. Thank you. Namaste.